I have a surprise.
Okay.
That I've been preparing actually kind of for a week, sort of ish. You had said before we started the show that it would be fun to do cold opens for the show.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if you recall what my response was, but I said,
For those who are just listening, he's reaching deep into his black backpack.
brother, we can do as many cold opens as you would like. I'm trying. I would like to do multiple cold opens all weekend, every weekend this summer. Like the whole.
Oh, hell yeah,
I would like
dude.
to do many cold opens.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hold on. Let me take those for a spin.
Whoa! Hey, yo! Hold on, you take the tag off, bro.
No. Well,
Okay.
I only just
Yeah, let's
bought
keep them on. Yeah, why not? I can't see shit. There's like things on the inside.
Yeah, huh?
You know, I
Yeah.
can't see anything.
Brand new.
Hey there, wow.
So now,
What a way to start. Hey, and welcome to the first episode of The Meantime on Idobi Radio. This is going to be our cold open.
The Meantime. Why do you have to be so mean?
These are non-alcoholic.
yeah. I just thought it would be nice because right now it's the first episode. People are wondering if this show's gonna be a good vibe. Gee, I wonder.
Oh. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. We're going to get absolutely not wasted on this stuff. I would have to drink a gallon. Wow, what a great way to start.
I
thought you'd
like that.
So if you're just listening at home, Pat went into his black backpack, pulled out non-alcoholic cans of beer and pit vipers. So please be watching this and not listening, because it's not going to do it justice.
I thought it'd be great to start our radio show with a visual bit.
Oh my God! Wow. Welcome to the first episode of The Meantime
That's a
on
cold
Idobi
open.
Radio.
The
That's a
first of
cold
many.
open.
We could get 6 cold opens
Wow.
done before the episode's over. That's what I'm saying. That's what.
Get a couple lukewarm opens by the end of the show.
Yeah,
Tell you
I
what.
put them in the freezer this morning.
Let's get some hot opens. Get a nice hot toddy going. This is a show. This is our first episode. I'm Jared Gaines.
I'm Patrick Gilchrist.
I'm a songwriter, producer from New York, living in Studio City. Yeah, that's basically that's kind of my shit.
Yeah, I sing in a band called Not My Weekend. I live in North Hollywood officially. It just moved.
And that's Pat, and his
That's
voice
me.
is slightly different than mine.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Right, and I do a artist project called Rat Park.
Yeah.
And we're kind of hanging out, talking about everything that happens in our lives, making music, playing shows, doing content, making music videos, production, K-pop writing sessions is going to be one that I talk about today. I got a very funny brief, actually I got some notes from a song that I did. And then everything that happens in between in the meantime.
In the meantime, likewise, I'm looking at you in Pit Vipers with the tag on, and I'm thinking, God, you look so cool. And
Yeah?
as I'm doing it, I'm remembering that I am wearing Pit Vipers
Vipers
with the tag on.
Wow.
Last week, I brought my laptop and my iPad in my backpack to set a precedent that I would bring my backpack.
Okay, just
So
to
that-
member.
So that,
Just
so
to make
that
sure
when
you member.
So that when I brought my backpack this week,
Yeah.
you wouldn't go, what do you have that
Why
for?
do you have a backpack?
and,
Right.
and there could be 6 cold opens in
Wow,
there.
That's incredible. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're if you're just listening, this is very much a visual bit. I mean, this is nothing that you could possibly understand. It's also extra funny because if you're just listening, you don't know I look like Joe Dirt. So like, that's adding a lot to the aura in this room. Are we allowed to be drinking on? I mean, again, it's non-alcoholic.
Hell no.
How do you feel
God.
about first episode? How do you feel about getting into it? Because the
Dude.
last time we had done
my
a test
God.
episode.
We've done 4 test
We've
episodes.
done 4 or 5 test episodes before they decided they liked us enough.
Long time coming is an understatement. Sorry
Right.
to say, hit the thing and say coming. We filmed a test episode in this studio at Idobi Radio over 6 months ago now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
filmed.
let's definitely start this off by being upset with the people who hired us.
No, I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about like for 6 months. Like
Spit it out, Gilchrist. What are you talking about?
Idobi Radio is saving our fucking lives. like we were both about to be homeless and fucking dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That's true.
a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
we were about to be.
Kind of reopened for me recently.
Yeah. But like this
Month and a half ago and also 2 days ago.
But like they're hiring us,
Yeah.
and like we need it.
Yeah. Yeah, and not just because they're paying us or anything, but if I wasn't gonna do something actively, I was probably gonna figure something out.
And it's just like the whole time we've been like, I mean, yeah, if you're down. But it's,
Yeah, that's true.
But the energy should have been like, or the energy truly is like, oh my God.
If there were ever a possibility.
Thank you, angel wearing jeans.
All right, so this is going to be a pretty fucking common theme, I think, in these episodes, is that Pat is going to only tell jokes where the punchline is, I know the punchline in my head.
Yeah.
So to understand that, you would have to understand that I tried mushrooms recently for the first time, and I had a horrible time. It was not fun.
Right before you did that, I said last time one of my buddies did mushrooms, I was awake with them until 7 a.m. talking about their relationship with their dad.
And I all but did exactly the
I know.
same exact thing to you.
You called me at midnight that night, and I was like, God, the fucking Here We Go Again Grand Theft Auto meme.
Yeah. CJ San Andreas. Yeah, I had a tough time. I had a rough go at it, and
Fuck.
I'll tell you what. Cheers to that, by the way.
Yeah.
Put some cold ones on the concrete, huh?
It's another thing that only you and I know.
That's true. That's true. But everyone knows it. They just don't know they know it.
That's true.
So I dropped mushrooms for the Elden Ring DLC. Me and my roommate were really excited about playing it, and he was like, "Oh, I want to do some mushrooms. It's so fun." I was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to try that." And then I tried it, and I remember me and Pat were coming home. We did some work here, and we were gonna edit some videos that were like some promo kind of scenarios. And me and you were sitting at my dining room table, and I look up, and Reese, my roommate, is dancing. And he dances into the room. And I feel myself going, I have a very strong urge to dance. And then I taught Pat the dance that people are doing on TikTok to Tommy Richmond's "The Devil Is a Lie." Yeah. And as soon as I sat down, I'm talking about we're doing a choreographed dance in my living room. The minute I sat down, I went, okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. I looked up and I went, oh no. And then Pat went, hey, dragon wearing jeans, are you feeling the same way I'm feeling? And it was exactly how I was feeling. I was like, hey, excuse me, Pocket Man, is there any chance that you're feeling weird like I'm feeling weird? Because you look weird.
You got to explain Pocket Man, too.
Pocket Man's crazy. My younger brother, Jace, I called him and I told him about this shroom trip that I had, which was wild, wacky, and crazy and lasted so long. Way longer than I thought it was going to last. I called him and I go, I'm like, yeah, I was seeing crazy stuff. And Jace goes like, I kind of feel funny. What do you think, Pocket Man? And then he described to me that the Pocket Man isn't a man with a bunch of pockets or something.
That's what I thought.
Which is, I think, what immediately, he was like, no. I'm sitting in the pocket. And I look up at the man whose pocket I'm in, like the breast pocket of this man. And I'm going, I feel very funny. What do you think, Pocket Man? And I definitely felt Pocket Man about it.
I remember it was like 6 hours into you feeling bad, and Nick was like, good, you're about halfway through. And it's like.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. I think the whole day I spent saying that. I was going, okay. At one point, I was sitting alone at my house, and I didn't notice that I was alone at all. And I looked up, and I was just alone in my house, and the walls genuinely started closing in on me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know what I'll do. I'm going to walk to Ralph's outside in the dark. And as I was walking outside, my whole life turned into the first Harry Potter movie, where they're dropping Harry off at the Dursleys' house, and it's all spooky outside. And
Yeah, Dumbledore swore to protect him and then left him at an abusive family's home.
Yeah, well, he was just like, I don't wanna, you know? He's like, it'd be like if I tell you, like, hey, dude, if you ever need anything, you know, and then you need something.
Yeah, it's tough.
God, I did say that, didn't I?
You hear those guys playing video games, and they're like, I I can't wait to not be there for you for what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to know that I could have changed that outcome.
Yeah, could you suck it up, maybe?
Yeah. Do you want to commit to the Pit Vipers for the whole ep?
I didn't even notice I had them on still. They're such a part of me now.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't remember a time where I wasn't wearing them.
I bought them at the 7-Eleven when I got our drinks this morning.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
They're more
yeah.
expensive than I thought they were going to be.
$24 each.
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was
I've perused.
thank God you laughed so hard because I was like, man, if he doesn't think this is funny, this is going to suck.
Could you imagine you pull them out and I act like I act 50% of the time, which is, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, that would have been a huge...
No, I'm not going to wear those.
I genuinely had that as a concern. I wouldn't have cared if they were $5.
Yeah.
But as soon as they were $20, I pictured all the versions of you saying
Yeah.
it wasn't funny, and I was like, ah.
Or like you were really excited to wear them the whole time. I put them on for 2 seconds and put them down.
Well, I'm noticing them. I don't wear a Pit Viper.
You're noticing them. Not me, dude. I was born. My
I was
mom's a
born in
Pit
the
Viper.
darkness. Raised
in it.
I was born,
I was
Pit
born in a
Vipers,
pair of Pit Vipers. You merely adapted them.
I was born in a pair of Pit Vipers.
I was born in a pit of vipers.
Little baby coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys got Pong? little baby.
What's up? I'm just slinking around. I learned how to slink down there.
It's like Boss Baby, but like Pit Viper Baby.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a bit like that on Simi Valley. Real Bros of Simi
I
Valley.
found out recently, I haven't seen the Boss Baby movies.
No, of course not.
I found out recently it's like the soul of someone else trapped in the baby.
Oh,
It's like
I thought it was a super smart baby.
No, it's like a dark thing, or it's like a spooky thing. It's like, I was just watching a TikTok, and they're like, yeah, it's like the spirit of someone has been trapped inside this baby. And
Oh,
in
damn.
that kids movie?
Wow.
I just didn't know.
I don't think it's that dark.
I don't.
You know?
I don't.
I don't think if you were watching it, you'd be like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god!"
right. They probably paint it in such a way.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, drat. Oh, bubbles," because he can't swear anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
The meantime,
Beers make you burp a lot.
it's a carbonated beverage. You know.
I don't. Maybe I just am so used to soda,
Did you just slam some Sprite and then a little bit of beer?
and then
And you're like, I'm burping,
and then
kind
got confused.
Got confused about it?
Well, thank you so much, Idobi, for having us. I mean, I wasn't joking about you saving our lives, but I'm stoked to be here whether or not you're saving our lives.
Yeah, I mean, what a fun time this is. Look, I guess we should get into what the show's gonna kind of be about. And
We were talking about when we tried to do it 6 months ago, and they almost put that up as the first episode.
Yeah.
But we did a test episode 6 months ago, and we're just talking about stuff from then.
Yeah.
we're like, welcome
Yeah.
everyone, November of 2023.
Yeah.
Let us
What's
read
something that we wouldn't have known back then that we know in
that we
6 months in the
know-
future?
That we know now.
What's something that happened recently?
Oh, and you know who my favorite rapper is? Drake. You know who's never done a bad thing? And you know who I think could never fall from grace?
Yeah.
Drake the rapper.
Oh my God, dude!
We did a whole episode.
You know who
about
I haven't heard from in a while? Kendrick Lamar.
And I don't think I think he's gonna chill for a
God,
while.
You know,
You
that
know?
last record he had.
Maybe a new Kendrick album 2025.
Yeah.
Maybe.
maybe.
You know. I don't think.
But I'm not waiting on it.
and
I'm not going out of my way to buy it.
you know what I was thinking about? What a nice time it was when Drake and Kendrick toured together.
Yeah.
Just
oh
to
my
see,
God.
Just to see those two as friends.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like what a 1-2. I hope they collab soon.
That was.
And you know who doesn't back down from anyone? J. Cole. He doesn't back down from a fight. That's what I know about J. Cole.
That was our episode 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And then Idobi's like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and post this one. And we're like, no! No! I wouldn't recommend.
Don't! Please! Is how I would feel if they were going to.
A whole episode of us. God's plan. God, I love that song. God's plan.
Bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up. No, stop. I saw a video of a guy that's like, you know what sucks, man? You can't listen to those anymore.
I know! It does!
You can't, because now you know him.
I know.
Now you know who he is.
You can listen to Not Like Us
All
over and
the
over
time.
and over again.
Oh, my God, and I do.
We could talk about how this is the best summer ever.
Yeah. Oh, it is. So we're labeling this summer, well, at least I am, and I'm hoping it catches on. This is Hot Dog Summer
Hot Dog
2024.
Summer.
I'm not sure if anyone feels it. I know that we feel it. Something's different about this summer.
It's a good summer.
This summer is starting to simmer.
The Kendrick Drake beef is the greatest thing to happen in music.
That is incredible, right? A lot of good music is coming out. Tommy Richmond, this Kendrick Lamar thing. We got a lot of new music.
The Hawk Tua meme right at the start of summer.
The Hawk Tua
is
spit on that thing.
Crazy, wild.
What a summer for everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Congrats to us all.
Wow, we're really out here doing it. Yeah, there's a lot of great new music that's coming out. I
Yeah.
have a whole
Oh my
playlist.
goodness.
Sabrina Carpenter stuff is awesome.
All the Sabrina Carpenter stuff.
It's so good, and there's just a bunch of fun stuff to listen to.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Summer So Hot by Upsaw.
Summer So Hot by Upsaw
The
is a great one.
Post Malone's putting out an album called F1 Trillion.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. The album art is a F-150 doing a fucking nosedive, dude.
You know what I think this summer's gonna be like? He said an F1 Trillion, and just all of his label and management had to be like,
Wow.
well, now that you've said it,
Damn, I can't stop saying.
I can't let you not call it F1 Trillion. Because what would I suggest you say?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
F-152.
there's just once you label anything as being like a billion or a trillion of something,
Yeah.
you can't suggest they call it like the wavelength summer, or you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
yeah,
you just
yeah,
can't
yeah,
you can't call an album like Butterflies in the Night once someone says, what if we called it F1
trillion. You know what I'm thinking too? Like how upset I'm gonna be with everyone saying, did I just write the song of the summer? Because like the bar is so high.
The bar's high.
The bar's high. So like if I see one of those TikToks as like, did I just write the song of the summer? I'm usually not upset to look at those. I kind of check them out, but that's gonna make me so mad.
I feel like it was easier to
Not on my hot dog summer.
I feel like it was easier to get away with that over COVID
for
and over
sure.
2020 because music wasn't coming out, movies weren't coming
Summer
out.
sucked.
If you wrote the song of the summer, it was like because you were putting out a song.
Yeah.
And now
So
everyone's back to competing.
Let me figure out. Let me run down why it's a hot dog summer. Not only because of the music. Number 2, we're consuming hot dogs this summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually haven't had one yet.
Okay.
I had it Somali
technically summer hasn't even started. Can you even believe that?
June 20th.
Oh, I thought it was July 6th.
I believe June 20th was the first day of summer.
All right. Well,
the day after Juneteenth.
Just lying about stuff.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's very early days of the summer. You
Yeah.
have time to slurp down some hot dog, to suck down a hot dog. You can do it. You can do it. We're consuming hot dogs this summer.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a focus on doing a bunch of cool shit all the time, I think.
Yeah.
That's at least where my focus is.
Yeah.
You know, listening to cool, fun songs, eating cool, fun hot dogs, and going go-karting.
I do feel an interesting phenomenon, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I don't like America.
Yeah.
I don't like capitalism.
It's crazy.
I don't like patriotism in general.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting in Dodger Stadium with a hot dog. And all of a sudden, like, it courses through my veins. My pronouns are US and A.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. It's
Also, all the
hard.
hot dogs at Dodger Stadium are vegan, or half of them are.
I feel like you didn't even say that strong enough for me to believe anything that you just said.
The hot dogs on the middle floor of Dodger Stadium are vegan, and then the top floor and bottom floor are normal hot dogs. But if you're a vegan and you want to go get a hot
You
dog,
can participate in Hot
Dodger
Dog Summer.
Stadium. You can participate in hot dog.
It's
Summer.
incredible. It's incredible stuff. But yeah, okay. Let's talk about a little bit what the show's going to be kind of about, because we're apparently in our bio we're aspiring musicians. I definitely thought that I was pretty fucking sick.
We
with
were
it,
just
but-
talking. We were just talking on the drive up how aspiring musicians is not about it's not a commentary on our level of fame, but just our commentary on our ability to play guitar.
Yeah, it's like we haven't learned how to do it yet. like we just aspiring musicians means like, boy, one day I hope, you know. Not my current 9-to-5 job, but something that I really hope happens one day.
Head on down to the pawn shop, get myself a 6 string.
Give myself a little 6 string, dude. A little doodle around on that shit, dude. Hot dog summer. So I had a writing session, and this is one that I wanted to bring up.
Sure.
At some point.
We're in it now.
We're in it.
We're podcasting.
We're
now.
podcasting, brother. I was in a
We're
writing
off
session.
to the races.
And
I'm Jared, by the way.
For those at home, I'm Jared. For those on the drive at 5, I'm Jared.
That's me. I'm Jared.
So we're in a K-pop writing session, And those are if you're not familiar with how a writing session works, K-pop writing session is a particularly interesting version of an already interesting thing that is a songwriting session. And we get in and we make this song called well, I'm not even going to tell you what it's called because it's not released yet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to bring up the actual notes that we got back so that you can react to them.
Okay.
But we wrote this song
What's
with
the
a bunch of cool people.
What's the likelihood that the song gets released?
100%.
Do you want to tell people, like, when you're doing writing sessions, what the likelihood is usually that it gets released?
Next to zero.
Right.
Next to zero. If you're doing a writing session, at least if you're doing one with me, it's next to zero that this song will be released. Okay?
But I would say, like, the experience of most songwriters in LA is that you're doing a lot of writing sessions for songs that will never see the light of day.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a lot of songs for pitch, which I think, a lot of people don't
I
understand.
mean, some people comes in. I'll tell you, like, the general rundown is that you're doing a song. Like a pitch writing session means that you're just writing a song to throw around in the ether and hope that someone likes it, right?
Yeah.
You can do a session for an artist. You're in with the artist or with the artist team or whatever, where you're trying to get an actual song for a specific artist, and you're there. That's like the best way to get a cut.
Yeah.
Is if you're in with the artist and you can make a rapport and they're excited and you can help them achieve their vision. Almost all of the songs that I have cuts on were that, right?
Yeah.
This is and then there's like a sync session, and those are completely different, and I'll go into those when I know what the fuck I'm talking about those.
Sure.
K-pop is a pitch session generally. You're going to get a brief for who's looking, but you're basically just going in, writing a song, hoping that it's dope enough for somebody to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you might get a note stock back that has some of the funniest notes. So they heard I got them right here. They heard the track, and then the team goes, all right, here are the edits that we want to make to the song, right? So let me run by some of these edits for you.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not going to tell you what the artist is, who the other writers were.
Yeah.
And here it goes.
Okay.
It would be nice to receive arrangement ideas in a way that can make the chorus itself explode more refreshingly than it currently does. Please modify the bass in a way that provides more power.
No way!
And I thought, I'm not the producer on this one. I thought, what a fun task for the producer to try to make the chorus explode more refreshingly.
They're being genuine.
That's so real.
Oh my god.
I think that's my favorite one, but there's a whole list of these here.
Jared produces for my band, Not My Weekend, and my guitar player always sarcastically gives him notes that are unachievable. So we'll be doing notes together, and I'll be like, snare louder, vocals quieter, etc. Something like very practical mix notes. And Nick, because he loves all the mixes, is always given a note that is just like, yeah, no, more purple.
Can you make the low end more sparkly?
Yeah, yes, and that's that.
Could
bro.
you make this the whole thing more intended?
Like more refreshing, like a Diet Coke?
Like explode more refreshingly. Yeah, that's got to be like a Diet Coke.
Like a Diet Coke.
Like a Sprite in the summer. We'd like to receive another melody idea with the first notes in a higher vocal range at the beginning of the chorus for a more blasting kind of energy. Blasting is quotes.
like you said it?
Yeah.
No, so earlier.
In reference to what you had said, more blasting energy. It would be nice to get a new mix of the demo so that it's more uplifting, and in general, both the low and high notes are a little more upright. Upright.
Like sitting
The
upright?
vocal stack seems to be sufficiently stacked, but it doesn't seem to be expressed as richly as it is stacked.
You're fucking with me.
So it would be nice to fix it with the mix and build up more vocal stacks if necessary.
No, you're getting pranked. This is a bit.
That's like the same as going like, this a rap for you round. I'll let a round wrap around every wrap around till it wrap around.
That's for sure someone messing with you. You just don't know them personally, so you don't know whether or not they'd be messing with you. The vocal stack seems stacked well, but if you could stack them a little bit more, we'd love to have it more stacked inside the stack. Like, he said stack 4 times in one sentence.
Yeah, he did.
Someone there, you're getting pranked.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because like I sent it to my team and I went, hey, these notes are pretty funny, and they were like, these are some pretty hilarious notes, but these people are like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is like just some A&R guy.
That's crazy.
All right, let me see. There's one that I really like. Okay, check it out. Additionally, the twist is good, but currently the transition from post to the bridge feels improbable.
From the post chorus to the bridge?
Feels improbable.
I guess. What do you think the twist is? What's the twist?
So this is in reference to the bridge, right?
Okay.
I would say that the bridge in this song is a departure from the rest of the song.
Okay,
so I think he's going, this is a twist. You know, like this is where you like go, oh, check it out, surprise, new section.
I see.
But what he's saying is the twist is good,
Yeah.
but currently the transition from the post to the bridge feels improbable.
Yeah, indubitably. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And what sucks too, like not to, I don't want to, shit all over this guy. He's doing his job, but
Yeah.
and I understand what he means. You
Uh-huh.
know, like
I understand.
going from the post to the bridge seems like that's probably not how we're gonna actually do it, right?
Yeah.
And he's wanting notes from that. I just think it's very someone. I think I could pull these up from my team. They sent me other funny notes they had gotten in the past, and it was, oh yeah, here we go. Here's some actual. You ready for some actual notes?
Mm-hmm.
We love the melody, chord, and everything, but we feel like the song is too bright and has a vibe of lovey-dovey, lovely, pinky pink kind of images.
Saying that positively or negatively?
Just saying that at all is insane. He said the vibe is lovey-dovey, lovely, pinky pink kind of images. You're going to love this. So what we want to do is keep the romantic mood of the track, parentheses, it's not like lovey-dovey romantic, but the romanticness of romanticism.
Can I read that?
You can read that out
There's
loud if you'd like.
Way, bro.
You could read that out loud if you'd like. It's just like a weird, this is one of those things that makes you like go, what a fun job.
So what we want
to
is
have.
to keep the romantic mood of the track. Parentheses. It's not like lovey-dovey romantic, but romanticness of romanticism. With a bit of melancholy vibe instead of a loveliness vibe.
Yeah, you don't want to be lovely.
So you guys know.
It's the romanticness of romanticism,
So
not
you kn-
lovely.
You know that you made a loveliness vibe.
And what we're looking for is like melancholy, the romanticness of romanticism.
What I'm going to need you to do, maintain that loveliness vibe.
Okay.
Get rid of it. And then after you've gotten rid of it, give it a little bit of melancholy vibe.
Massage that in.
Massage that in.
Yeah.
And make sure that melancholy vibe has a significant amount
Of
loveliness.
Correct. That is correct. So there's that. So these are very fun notes. Here's another one. Let's make it bananas. Nothing average, so only put in what you'd play Kanye if he put a gun to your head and said, "Impress me, motherfucker."
There's
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get back up. It recognizes me with the pit vipers on my phone does.
Yeah, hell yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's exactly. That's word for word. I gave you word for word what this guy had sent.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
I feel like
And look, I'm not telling you who that guy is or who my team is.
Did you write those to mess with me?
I certainly didn't. You want to see the context of the conversation?
Oh,
You could see that my people.
God.
They said this is from another A&R that we just got.
I just don't know
Yeah.
how to make it pinky pink.
That's what I just wouldn't know how to make it pinky pink. Is the whole. But they wouldn't call me to make it pinky pink. You know what I mean?
Who?
This is us three right here.
I don't want to impress Kanye.
No, of course not.
I don't want him anywhere near me.
Impress me, motherfucker. Like, I don't think I would do music. I think I would I'd be like, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. No, I wouldn't take that. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I used to be able to do it in under 60 seconds.
Do you not get a little worried that this person's a little out of touch, that they're using Kanye as their current reference? For
I
being
would
like,
no, I wouldn't worry about that. I really wouldn't worry.
That's
To be honest,
that's-
I would say that these people their whole job is to send emails like that. So
That's the equivalent of being like, we're trying to land a Drake feature right now.
right now, they're like, it's got to be funny, like a Bill Cosby kind of funny, where it's just like a lighthearted and fun kind of funny.
It's got to do no wrong, like
gotta-
how
yeah,
Bill
and
Cosby would
How
do no
Bill
wrong.
Cosby or Kanye would do it. Just do it how you think Bill Cosby or Kanye would do it. If you don't, Bill Kanye would who Kanye Osby.
Just do it. Just make a song that O.J. Simpson could just
Yeah.
roll down the windows in a Bronco too.
100.
You know? And just like, we just want a song where O.J. Simpson's just on the 101,
Yeah.
not a care in the world,
Sure.
just driving,
Not away from anything.
speeding, but not in trouble.
I can't help but notice that you're not wearing the Pit Vipers that you bought yourself.
I'm not a glasses guy in general. I'm more of a goggles guy, and even then, I'm not wearing them.
Yeah.
I
I
do
guess
have
so.
goggles with me, though.
Just if you have just be geared up. I'm saying
No, yeah, I'll gear up.
gear up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing?
Yeah, you said gear up.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're bad.
That's my bad.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Now.
We're back.
Starting
Here.
now.
Go. Welcome back to the Meantime on Idobi Radio. We're talking about baseball, and we're
Okay. Well, if we want to talk about my band, not my weekend, I was thinking that we could talk about that guy that made that whole Reddit thread about coming to our show.
that is super duper funny.
Yeah. My band, not my weekend, opened up for Between You and Me at Chain Reaction a few months back, and I was very excited. This is like maybe the highest compliment I've ever received in my life.
I could see why you would think about it like that.
But a lot of our friends were there. A lot of people that listen to our band were there just because we were in Anaheim, which is pretty close to L.A. where we live. So like
Yep.
a lot of people that know us and that we're friends with and that I know listen to our band came out and
Yep.
stuff. And it was like, I mean, in the top 5 sets we've ever played, just in terms of having fun.
Super fun.
Like people,
good
the people
time,
there were
throwing down, crowd interaction.
people know
energy.
people know the songs on our new album. It was
Yeah.
really, really good.
Love that.
And I also like you've talked to me about this before on our tour with This Wildlife and kind of our shows in the past. I'm a very excitable guy, so I get a little bit too excited when things are going well.
Yes.
I think this played into it. This was the first time at a show, not the first time, but definitely I was getting more comfortable when there would be like crowd surfers and cool mosh pits
Sure.
and people singing along.
Yeah.
More just being like, of course, that's what always happens.
Yes.
As opposed to me getting on mic and
truly-
being like, no way a mosh pit!
Oh, for me?
Yeah, I would do that for shows and shows and shows. I would do that.
Yeah.
And this time, partially just because I was like, we were having so much fun and
Yeah.
like doing such a good job that
Uh-huh.
even just for the mosh pits and stuff, I was just still in it. I wasn't
Yeah.
even commenting. I was just having a good time.
Sure.
And then the next day on the Reddit group Pop Punkers,
Yeah.
which I am not an avid reader of, but my mother certainly is.
Okay.
A guy left. Should I just read it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh,
All
please read it. Yeah.
I have it saved.
Definitely have that pull up. I remember seeing this post. I think you posted it to your story or something, and I think it's maybe the funniest thing that I've ever seen in my life, like in relation to your band. It was just so it was such a genuine post from someone who went to the show, saw your band, saw people having fun, and went to Reddit and went. I mean, they're faking, right?
There's gotta be no way.
There's no way, right?
So in Reddit, you post your question as a prompt and then write the rest of your post. The prompt is, do bands hire groups to go to shows?
Right.
I was at a show last night, and for the opening band, there was a group that was a lot more into them.
That's air quotes for
than
those listening at home.
than everyone else. They were all wearing T-shirts with vintage culture on them. Curious if anyone had ever heard of groups being hired to go to shows to initiate crowd surfing, moshing, general energy. Right? That was the first post.
Yes.
There's kind of layers to this, because I believe what this person thinks is that they were all wearing shirts that said vintage culture, suggesting that maybe they were a part of like a separate company. Because none of the bands there were called Vintage Culture.
Right.
This is deep lore because the co-headline of the tour was our friends in the band Young Culture. A group of their fans started a joke on Twitter months earlier.
They do that.
That people had accidentally called them Vintage Culture. And then a group of their fans and friends and our fans and friends made merch that said Vintage Culture.
Okay, gotcha.
So it makes sense that you would not know what that is, but also there was a large group of people
Big inside joke, you wouldn't know it.
Massive inside joke. Young Culture posted that the next day.
Okay.
Thinking it was talking about them.
Sure.
And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny. Like, whoever this was for, it's crazy that anyone would think.
Hilarious.
And
Hilarious just as a concept to think that, like, an opening band, aside from, like, those rich kid bands,
Yeah.
would have the money to, like, hire people to throw down at a show.
9 of them just popped into my head. Like, oh, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that. They've all sat on this couch, all sat on this couch.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
And then the next day he said, edit. I was referring to not my weekend. I thought it looked like they may have been shooting promotional footage, so I was curious.
So this guy definitely went to the show. He saw you guys perform. He probably thought it was fine. He probably thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine going there thinking that you ruled and then being confused that the people were throwing down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he must have thought you were okay
Pretty good.
or bad.
Right, right.
So, and then he sees all these people and he's like, no fucking way.
No,
There's
way. There's no shot, bro.
No shot. And then he goes to Reddit and he does what he has to do.
Yeah.
I think that's funny. Oh, dude, yeah. Let me tell you something about Pat, dude. This is where we're going to get the name of the show pretty fucking spot on because I'm about to be mean as shit. Pat, one time, we were going to play pickup basketball, dude, at the fucking Crunch Fitness or LA Fitness by your house.
Don't talk about this.
I'm absolutely bringing this up, bro.
I was having a panic attack. Don't describe a panic attack like
I'm glad
funny.
that you're telling. You should definitely give the context to this because this was the lamest shit I ever saw in my
my
entire
God.
life, dude. So we're heading out and we're going to do a pickup game at LA Fitness, and it's me and Pat, some members of his band, our buddy TJ. We're all heading out. We're doing this thing. We're getting a day pass for LA Fitness, and we're driving there, and it starts raining, and I remember you had to go do something else.
Yeah.
That got rained out because it was raining out there.
Yes.
Do you remember what that was? A photo shoot, I believe.
It was someone's photos.
It was a photo
or
shoot
TikToks or something.
that Pat was already going like, all right, we're gonna have to make this like basketball trip kind of quick because I have this photo thing to go to. And it was the type of thing that was not that big of a deal for you to have to miss or get rained out, or that normally you would be like, oh, thank God we got rained out. I don't have to do this today.
Yeah.
And it started raining, and you immediately got so sad.
Yeah.
You were like, guys, it's raining.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, dude, it's fine, man. Like, I was like, is this a big payday for you or something? You're like, no. And I was like, well, then what are you bummed out? We're about to go play basketball. You don't have to go to work. It's awesome. Isn't it great?
Yeah.
And then we get in there, and we're, like, checking in. I turn around. Pat is standing out in the rain,
Yeah.
like, looking longingly to the clouds. And I grab his drummer, and I went, can you believe this fucking – who does he think he is?
Yeah.
And I go open the door, and I was like, hey, Pat, get in here. You're getting your Vans wet. We're going to have to – your shoes are getting wet. We're going to play basketball here in a second. And then we went inside, and Pat did not play basketball with us.
Yeah.
We got the day pass, and Pat did not play with us.
I cut off a lot of people that day. Yeah.
I was like, hey, drama queen, get in here. What are you doing?
No, I lost a lot that afternoon. I remember it well. You know what I've been saying for years?
What's that?
And you know that I've been saying this.
Yeah.
This show does change this outcome, and in a really significant way. I've always said for years how funny it will be when you and I get in our first physical altercation.
Yeah.
But I've also said for years that I've always imagined it with like our friends who are girls around
Yes.
and kind of a big group around.
Yes.
And part of why it will be so funny
is
that you and I will be like, no, dude,
get off! Stop!
But part of why it's going to be so funny is because a lot of very actually concerned parties will be like, guys, you guys know. Guys, stop
it! Stop!
Right. And now that it's for sure going to happen in this room, it will still be very funny.
Yeah.
But it's going to be you, me, and like one producer friend of ours.
Yeah.
And it'll be funny because just like poor Sam or Nick Major.
No. You want to know the real reason it's going to be funny? Because I could tell you how it's going to start. For those listening at home, I carelessly whacked the microphone out of the way as to stand up and start some beef.
But just when that whole thing happens, it won't be like a bunch of girls screaming, "Guys, stop!" and that'll make it funny. It'll be like one of our pals being like, "Yo,
Yeah.
that wasn't cool."
No, in the moment, dude.
Wish you hadn't taken me back there.
It was to be honest, to be totally fair, the fucking worst. That sucked so bad.
We
I was like, hey man, I don't know what's going on. Get out of the rain.
got creamed in basketball too.
Oh.
Jared's just forgetting that we got fucking swept
We
too.
got stomped, dude.
Like-
and it was
like,
a lot of my fault.
all that happened, and we got dunked on a bunch. Like,
Dude, do you remember? I'm not sure if you were paying attention because you were moping hardcore.
Yeah.
I was on an open layup, like a breakaway layup, and I passed it to TJ, who passed it back to me for the classic like LeBron James, Dwayne Wade connection. And what I did was I dribbled the ball, picked it up, took a step, dribbled it again. Because I was scared to do a layup in front of everybody in case I did it wrong. I didn't want anyone to think I was going to do it wrong. Because I talked a big game about being good at basketball, and then all my friends were playing basketball. None of them have asthma, and I have asthma.
that's what we're doing with Idobi right now.
Yeah.
We can do radio.
We can do radio. Yeah, people want to hear this.
No, we're turning in this episode.
People want to hear this.
People
People would like to hear
want to
this.
hear this.
Yeah.
Fish did post on his story, this is either a fantastic or terrible idea.
Oh, I
giving us
texted
the
him. I
show.
said, biggest mistake you ever made, brother. That's unfortunate that you let us do this. That sucks. Like I don't care. Like, we're Evil Knievel. We get paid for the attempt. You know what I mean?
we are.
Yeah, we don't.
No, he's well. We'd be careful because
We're
could be like,
making money off of this one at the very least.
I understand that, but he could say like you get paid for 4 attempts.
Yeah. Look, man, that's 4 more than I had 6 months ago.
That's
I'll tell
true.
you what.
That's true. I feel great. We got McDonald's right before this.
At McDonald's right before this, I got a spicy deluxe chicken McCrispy.
Hot dog summer.
Hot dog summer, dude.
I need to. Speaking of working here, I'm realizing, much like road rage, I don't get road rage a lot.
I
You
do.
know that?
I know.
You-
I feel like I saw it for the first time.
I
the other
know,
day.
I know. I only do it like as a meme or just like not really.
Yeah.
But also because like
I
people.
feel like I saw it today too.
Did I today?
A little bit.
When?
Or at least you did like a dirtbag maneuver getting into the McDonald's.
I just did a dirtbag maneuver.
Okay, It wasn't ragey.
No, that's my thing, and that's I think why I don't do a lot of road rage.
Because it's frequently that you're the problem.
I know I'm the problem,
Yeah.
and I'm not changing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like of course you're mad at me, and I'll see you. I'm sorry. You know, that's
Yeah.
just my energy about
Yeah.
driving. But I'm not in a lot of workplaces. I mostly work for myself.
Yep.
Or I'm mostly just working at home on something.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just you and I in like a creative collab. I need to get better and not do workplace anger.
Workplace anger.
Kind of like road rage, it doesn't really have a place to go, and it's not really based in anything. But yesterday, about our promo photos for this show, you texted me like, could you send me that Dropbox? And I thought, how many fucking times do I gotta send this guy the same Dropbox link? And then I thought, no, I can just
Let me ask
copy
you a
and
question.
paste.
Did you ever email me the Dropbox link, or was it text?
Now, see, either way, my workplace anger
Yeah.
would go, you got that motherfucking link.
What I would say is you've only ever texted it to me, and then you texted me 90 things about memes.
And I get that.
So
And I get that.
so
and I get that.
get away from me
And
of
this
your
is-
entire face.
and-
I also looked through our text threads and our email threads and couldn't find it. So
No, and
quicker for you to just send me that Dropbox
and
link.
I understand that, and I did, and
Yeah.
that's why the workplace anger is unfounded upon.
Sure.
One could say that you could click the info in our message thread, click
Wasn't
on
there.
links,
Wasn't there?
and that's why
Was it in a group chat that we were in?
no,
Was it in an email?
It was either in a text or email. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This is my
No,
point.
because I'm telling you, we'll figure it out.
you're just like, no, I'm doing the
I'm like,
workplace
no,
anger.
no.
No.
Just fucking send me the link, right?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad we got there. Good.
Wow, this was not. No, this.
All right, that was the meantime.
not me just also realizing this is a huge problem for you.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, I'm trying not to do workplace anger. I'm like, me too. Weird. We're both trying really hard. My workplace
but
anger comes from.
But I also just do that a lot, like with people that just ask me to like repeat links. I know where the link is. I can just send it to them again. But
Yeah.
I do get like just frustrated that they have it. And also,
Well, are you imagining that I'm just kind of sitting there like this, waiting for you to send me the link?
This is what
Or maybe that I'd be like knee deep in a production that I'm
no,
in the middle
and
of
this
doing.
is and this is what we were talking about the other day that like I need to get better at. And maybe we both do. Maybe all people do.
Maybe all
but
people.
it just when I do assume that everyone, when I'm not looking at them, is just waiting for me to spawn again. just going. I can't wait for Pat's life
Yeah.
to start again.
Yeah. No, Pat sent me. We have to get some promos done today. We gotta take some photos.
Right after this.
Right after this.
Immediately after this.
And Pat sent me like maybe the worst cropped photo I've ever seen in my entire life.
I know.
Of this really horrible lasso tool.
You're making them think that I said, "Hey, check this out."
No.
I said it was
well,
so bad.
you sent it to me.
I'd sent it to you saying like it would be like this, but I don't know how to do it. I need your help.
So he sent me the worst image I've ever seen in my life. And I was like. He was like, "Yeah, they really need these promos. Like, we gotta get this done in a way where it was like, Jared, are you gonna you're gonna have to do this?" And I was in the middle of something else, right? So I was like, "Oh, well, if you could just send me the Dropbox link, maybe I can sift through these, or maybe we could just take some tomorrow." And then Pat at his house went friggin'.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I killed this cold open, by the way.
Oh my God, you want to do another cold open?
Yeah, I would start another cold open before we cold closed.
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
You're not. There's nothing in there.
Fucking wasted. This is weird.
It's weird. Yeah, maybe it's because the lights are low.
I just.
Oh, full alcohol in these. Wow. That's why it was so good.
Non-alcoholic alcoholic
0.5%
is how they make it because you need alcohol to make beer.
Yeah, you need.
Don't you feel like people that work? Don't you feel like people that work normal 9 to 5s like just have that person that's like, you know what fucking Christine did?
Yeah.
Even though Christine
that
didn't
can't
really
be me though. We're the only two people doing this right now. It can't be me. That's that. And yet.
and yet it must.
And yet, who else would it be?
If not you.
Would it be me?
Would you
prefer it were me?
Idobi wrote an article announcing our show, saying that we were, quote unquote, so laid back we're horizontal.
Yeah.
Which I read that and I was like, it is so good for us.
Yeah.
That is their perception of our content, our show, our personalities as people.
Yeah.
And much like what we were just talking about, how other people just wait for us to perceive them again.
Yeah.
If only they could see us.
Dude, they know that I last night naked screamed on my floor.
Like anytime we're not filming literally what you're watching, Jared's just going, "Why did we film what they're watching?"
No, delete
it. It sucks. You suck and I suck. And they're going to know I'm gay. They're going to find out I'm a fraud. I'm not good at anything. And then Idobi's like, these two don't have a care in the world. These two couldn't be not funny if they tried.
And they both like girls, 100%.
They both skate through life on the Rainbow Road without a trouble in their not a trouble in their peripheral.
You cannot say peripheral. You don't know how to say that.
Not
word.
a trouble in their side view. Not a trouble
not a care in their hearts. They're floating through life like a cartoon character being led to pie.
They couldn't.
They don't have a care in the world.
Trouble's never found these two. It can't catch them.
Jared specifically. Jared specifically doesn't have any hard opinions about the government.
Jared specifically said, when it comes to this radio show, they can do no wrong, and every moment of it will be posted for your viewing pleasure.
Jared gets mad at Pat when he takes it too seriously.
And when he takes it not seriously enough. And when he takes it the perfect amount of serious, he just gets weird.
I'm just assuming that we're doing something wrong.
And it's what makes the stuff good.
All right, one more cold open before we get into this last thing, and let's snag
one
one more cold open.
All summer cold open.
Vipers on, brother.
Look, it's the episode of Freaks and Geeks, the second episode where they do the kegger that's non-alcoholic.
That is Unk status.
But
I'll tell you what.
Damn. But all the cold open.
Cold open. 1, 2.
Oh God. Oh, God, these guys are horizontal.
Oh, my God. They're so laid back, Jared's drunk.
2 non-alcoholics in one ep? Okay. Take
2
that.
NAs and 1 EP.
Take that, blogs.
What do you have coming up? Like what kind of work are you doing? You know?
Going on this week, I've got a couple different edits I got to do for the band Galactic Empire.
Okay.
I'm always posting for them.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to turn in and receive some songs back for mastering for new Not My Weekend things.
That's true. That's
coming
true.
up.
Love that.
And then it's my birthday on Sunday.
On
I'm
Sunday.
turning 29.
Turn to the big 2-9.
So I got to party a little bit.
Got to party a little bit hardy. You got to put some cold ones on the concrete.
And then I guess we'll be talking about birthday things probably around episode 3 because we'll have to film before then.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm stoked.
That'll be fun.
How about yourself?
This week I have tons of sessions. We're doing the session in which we're going to tackle those notes from earlier,
the
which is
notes.
super duper funny. And that's going to be super dope. And I think it's really going to be one round of notes, and we're back to getting the song released and having my first K-pop song. So that's going to be exciting. Some one-on-one artist sessions, dermatology appointment. That's going to be pretty sick. They're going to look at the skin tags on my armpits.
Yeah. I should get one of those.
You should get one of those. It'll be cool.
The appointment, not the skin tag.
You should get a skin tag on your armpit.
Yeah.
Then I have, oh boy, we're going to be doing probably some social media clips and stuff this week. I got to get back on my TikTok game for promoting. Oh, you know what? Actually, we just got the website back for Poor Thing.
Oh yeah, that looks
it's
good.
done. We can do like the flyer video. We have a plan to do for my newest song, Poor Thing by Rat Park. Check that out.
Yeah.
There's we got a website made, and we're gonna go put up flyers with a QR code and pass out some flyers and hand them out.
It's a good website. It looks good.
It looks good. It sounds good. There's two different buttons on there, and one says "Click here to get rich quick," and the other says "Click here to save your soul."
Yeah.
And they both link to either social media or the streaming link.
Yep.
And that's pretty fun. So I think I'm gonna get started on plans for that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me this week.
That's pretty good.
It's gonna be fun.
We'll talk about all those things that happened in the meantime.
Whoa!
The next time. On the meantime on Idobi Radio.
Oh, incredible. Well, thank you guys for tuning into episode 1 of this thing.
Yeah.
And no apologies. I think we fucking killed that shit. That was
Likewise.
sick. That was sick as fuck, dude.
Good cold open.
Good cold open. Good couple of cold opens in there.
Good couple of cold opens.
Good couple of cold opens in there.
We can't do that same cold open every time, but we can bring the beer every time.
We can. We can. Yeah, that's it. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you next Tuesday.
Stream Jared's band Rat Park. Stream my band, Not My Weekend.
Love you.
Bye.